Welcome back to Walk the Walk. The truth is hard to swallow. The UK you grew up in is gone. Britain today feels broken. Crumbling public services, rising costs, endless taxes, and little hope for the future. In this video, we take a raw, honest look at why so many people believe the UK is finished and why more Brits than ever are planning to leave. Feel free to subscribe for more straight talk videos about life in the UK, leaving Britain, expat living, and real stories from abroad. I've got bad news for you. The UK isn't going to get better. Not next year, not in 5 years, and if I'm honest, probably not in your lifetime. I know that sounds harsh, but deep down, you already know it's true. How many more years are you going to give a country that's clearly not giving back? Life's short. Time's limited. Are you really going to sit around waiting for some magical turnaround that isn't coming? We've all been sold the same story. Just one more election, one more strong leader, one more new policy, and we'll get the country back on track. I used to believe it myself. I remember after the last election thinking, all right, let's give this lot a chance. Within a week, they were already showing their true colours. And that's the same pattern over and over again, isn't it? Every election, you stand there with your ballot paper, pinning your hopes on the next lot in. And what do we get? Same mess, different faces. Solve one problem, create two more. Nobody's coming to save this place, not Labour, nor the Tories, and I doubt Reform will either. The system itself has been hollowed out beyond repair. What we're living through now isn't a rough patch, it's a structural collapse dressed up as business as usual. Every year, your standards get nudged down a little bit more until you forget what dignity even felt like. Think about it. Do you feel safer today than you did 10 years ago? Freer? More connected to your community? Most people I talk to say no. Yet the taxes keep climbing. And for what? Services on the verge of collapse, the NHS, social care, councils, even the roads, all crumbling. Take a walk through your town centre. Boarded up shops, overflowing bins, streets that look like they've given up. And on top of that, the country's stretched thinner and thinner. Illegal migration isn't just a headline, it's pure extra strain on services that were already failing. The result? British taxpayers footing the bill for systems that barely function for the people who paid into them. Meanwhile, we hear the economy is growing. If that's true, why is life getting harder? Why are wages stagnant, prices rocketing, and savings impossible? The growth they brag about only benefits a small slice of the population. For the rest of us, it's survival mode. And it's not because people are lazy. People are working themselves to the bone. It's just that every pound stretches thinner than a Greggs sausage roll. Ask yourself, what have we normalised in just the last decade? NHS waiting lists so long people die before they're seen. Rents so high young people can't leave home. The constant fear of energy bills. Do you honestly think the NHS is going to bounce back? That house prices will magically come down, that your kids will have it easier than you? Of course not. We cling to this idea that it's just a bad spell, but it's not. This is the new normal, and the more we accept it, the more those in power can carry on unchallenged. So what's a person supposed to do? Keep queuing at the polls every few years? Telling ourselves we're fixing things? Let's be honest, some of these problems can't be fixed. They'd need to be reversed, and that's not happening. The system isn't broken, It's working exactly as it was redesigned. Extract your time, your labor, your money, and give you as little back as possible. And here we are, overworked, overtaxed, underhoused, and told it's normal. It's not normal. It's not fine. And it's not getting better. So then comes the harder question. What's keeping you here? Fear? Fear of change? Fear of the unknown? Guilt? Guilt about leaving family or friends? Or some sense of loyalty to the Britain of your childhood? Or maybe just hope? Hope that somehow, someday, things will magically improve. But be honest, do you really want to stay? Or do you just not know how to leave? If you weren't born here, knowing everything you know now, would you actually choose Britain as your home? Think about that. If this was another country with corrupt politicians, broken infrastructure, collapsing healthcare, rising crime, no future for the young, you'd shake your head and say, that place is finished. But because it's home, you tell yourself it's different. You tell yourself you're being dramatic. You tell yourself you owe it your loyalty. You don't owe a broken system your life. So what's the alternative? Leave? Pack your bags and go somewhere warmer, cheaper, less suffocating. That's exactly what I've done. Lived in London for years, then years in the Czech Republic, travelled around, and now I'm in South America. Been to Colombia, Ecuador, Peru. I've seen it with my own eyes. Life doesn't have to feel like this constant grind. Out there, the air feels lighter. The fruit tastes like fruit. Neighbours actually speak to each other. Rent doesn't swallow your whole pay packet. And even when things are tough, people laugh more, smile more, live more. It's not perfect. No place is. But it's a hell of a lot less miserable than layering up in your own living room because you're scared of the heating bill. I'm not saying everyone should jump on a plane tomorrow. Moving abroad takes planning. You'll need to learn some language. You'll need a way to earn or some savings. You'll need to adjust to a new culture, but it's possible. Far more possible than you've been led to believe. And every year you wait, the window might narrow a little more. So ask yourself, when was the last time you felt genuinely excited about your future in Britain? When was the last time you believed your kids would be better off than you? When was the last time you switched on the news and thought, we're heading in the right direction? If you're struggling to answer, maybe it's time to stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for politicians, parties, or some miracle fix. Nobody's coming. The choice is yours. You've been taxed dry, priced out, lied to, and left behind. It doesn't have to stay that way. The door's open right now. You just have to decide whether you're staying put or walking through it.